Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Soy Erika y bienvenidos a lección número 3. Hi everyone, my name is Erica and welcome to lesson 3 of my series Learn Spanish with Erica, Spanish for Beginners. So if you haven't already seen lesson 1 and 2, we started right from the beginning. So I'll leave the link down below. You should definitely go and check those out. Pero hoy vamos a hablar de el verbo ser. So today we're going to move on to our first verb, which will be el verbo ser. Last week, we touched on it a bit. We were introduced to it. So, this verb is the verb to be. So, today we're going to learn how to say who people are in Spanish, okay? Entonces, vamos a hacer un repaso. We're going to do a quick review. Después, hablamos de los pronombres. We're going to talk about pronouns, el verbo ser, the verb ser, y después practicamos. We're going to do a little bit of practice, okay? So if you like this video, please subscribe. I'm going to be uploading more frequently, hopefully now, and so you'll be able to learn Spanish as if this were a real classroom. Y bueno, okay, let's get started. Entonces, un repaso con el verbo ser y yo soy. So, last week we talked about yo soy, que significa, which means I am. So, yo soy. Yo soy Erika. Yo soy canadiense. Y yo soy profesora. I am Erica. I am Canadian. And I am a teacher. Y también aprendimos de, we also learned, tú eres. So, tú eres means you are. Tú means you, and are, or eres is are, okay? So they're different words, right? Because like in English, we conjugate, we say I am, you are. The verb for to be changes. So that's the same thing in Spanish, okay? So tú eres, you are. Tú eres Juan, tú eres colombiano, tú eres doctor. So for example, you are Juan, you are Colombian, and you are a doctor. ¿Ok? Y también aprendimos de, we also learned about nacionalidades, nationalities. Por ejemplo, yo soy estadounidense. Yo soy estadounidense, I'm American. Tú eres irlandés, o si eres mujer, if you're a woman, irlandesa, ¿ok? So a man is irlandés, for a woman, irlandesa. Él es mexicano. Él es mexicano. Can you guess what I'm saying here? Él, he, es mexicano. Ella es una mujer, it's a woman. Ella es brasileña. She is Brazilian. Okay? Bueno, también aprendimos de ocupaciones. So we also learned about occupations and jobs. Por ejemplo, yo soy enfermera. Okay, yo soy, I am, enfermera, a nurse. Tú eres policía. Tú eres policía. You're a police officer. Él es cocinero. Él es cocinero. Y ella es actriz. Ella es actriz. So can you tell me what él and ella means? All right, let's see. So I just introduced you to two more pronouns, él y ella, which, if you guessed, means he and she. So let's look at the other pronouns that we have. So these will be very important to know. So if you are learning, I would recommend you write this in a notebook. That way you can look back on it. Entonces, los pronombres, the pronouns. Yo is I. Yo. Tú is you, used for informal situations. So you use it with your friends, with your brother, with a coworker, stuff like that, okay? Tú. Usted is you, but it's used for formal situations. So you'll use it with someone who's older than you or with your boss, someone who you want to show respect to. You're going to say usted. Él means he. Ella, she. So the double L in Spanish is pronounced like a ya. So ella, not ella. Ella. Nosotros is we. Vosotros is you, plural. Ustedes is also you plural. So like you all, we'll say vosotros o ustedes. I'll get more into that in a second. Y también we have ellos y ellas, okay? So ellos means they, and it's used for males or like a mixed gender group. Ellas means they. Oh no, I said them. I meant they, okay? It's they, not them. Y ellas means they for full, only women, okay? So most of the time you'll use ellos if it's like a mixed gender group. If there's 1,000 women and 1 man, in Spanish we still have to say ellos, okay? All right, bueno, let's go to a bit more detail. So we have tú y usted. I have another video entirely on the subject, so if you want more information, go check out my channel. Y bueno, so we have tú, which is used for informal situations. So most of the time when we're talking to someone, we'll use tú, okay? Usted is used for formal situations. So we'll use that with our boss, with someone who's older than you to show respect. Vosotros is mostly only used in Spain. I think there's some places in Latin America that use it, but mostly it's used in Spain, and it's an informal you all. So like y'all, if we're talking like how they say in America. So like you all. So we can say vosotros. It's not commonly spoken or taught over here in Canada because we're closer to Latin America. But if you're in England and you're closer to Spain, you'll most likely learn this, okay? So I think it's helpful to know. Ustedes, that's mostly used in Latin America. So ustedes, if I want to say you all, I'll say ustedes. And it's the plural form of you, also used in Latin America. In Spain, they use it to be polite. So to be really formal, like you all, being very respectful, you'll use ustedes, okay? So I would say learn all of these. If you're going to mostly learn Spanish because you want to go to Mexico or you want to explore Latin America, you can forget about vosotros, but I say it's always useful to learn, okay? Bueno, seguimos. Entonces, ahora que sabemos los pronombres, vamos a aprender del verbo ser. So now that we know about the pronouns, let's learn about how to say or how to conjugate el verbo ser, okay? So, we have yo soy, you already know, I am. Yo soy. Tú eres. Tú eres, you are. Usted is also you are, however, it's the formal way of saying it. So I can say tú eres or usted eres. Él es, so he is. Ella es, she is. Nosotros somos, we are. Vosotros sois, which is you are plural in Spain. Ustedes son. That's how you say you are in Latin America, the plural version. Ellas son, they are. Y ellos son, they are, but for just males or mixed groups, okay? So if you're learning, I would recommend taking a picture or write this down. This is going to be very useful, and you're going to use this verb all the time. It's one of the most commonly used verbs, okay? Bueno, ahora algunos ejemplos, some examples. So this is how we'll use it in a sentence, and these are stuff that you will already know from our last lessons, okay? Entonces, yo soy estadounidense. Yo soy estadounidense. I am American, or from the United States. Tú eres mexicano. Tú eres mexicano. You are Mexican. Él es actor. Él es actor. Ella, so él es actor, he is an actor, and this word actor is the male version of the word actor. So in Spanish, everything is gendered. So we'll get into that soon in further lessons, but just pay attention how if you see ella, enfermera, everything's ending in A, and if it's él, we're ending in, well, I'll get into it, but it's an O, or it's just going to be the consonant. If we see here, tú eres mexicano, I'm assuming that you are a male because I put the O. If you were a woman, I would say tú eres mexicana. All right? Don't worry too much about that now. We'll get into it in future lessons, but just something to think about. So ella es enfermera, she is a nurse. Usted es cantante. So So I'm being polite. You are a singer. And this could be male or female because cantante doesn't change. And usted, it doesn't change. It could be male or female. We use it for everyone. Vosotros sois hombres. So vosotros sois hombres. You all are males. Ellas son mujeres. Ellas son mujeres. So in this group, it's two females. So I can say ellas. If it was a guy and a girl, I would have to say ellos, okay? Because ellas is only for all female groups. So ellas son mujeres. They are women. Bueno, okay. Ahora vamos a practicar. We're going to practice. So, and what I want you to do is to rellenar el espacio. So fill the blank. So you're either going to use el verbo ser, you're going to have to do the conjugation, or here I want you to think what pronoun goes in there, and then this one too. So pay attention to what letter it's ending in, and then tell me what pronoun goes there, okay? So pause the video. I'm going to go over the answers. Bueno. Okay, ahora a las respuestas, the answers. Entonces, él es chino. He is Chinese. Él es chino. Okay? Tú eres americano. Tú eres americano. Here I said American. Bueno, you can also say estadounidense to be more specific if you're from the USA. Ella es doctora. Ella es doctora. So because it ends in a, and I already, oh, sorry, I was supposed to highlight the ella. But because I already gave you the a and you know that it was s, it's going to be ella and not el, okay? Because we can see that doctor is in the feminine version. It ends with an a, so it's going to be ella. Nosotros somos canadienses. We are Canadian. Nosotros somos canadienses. Vosotros sois ingenieros. Vosotros sois ingenieros. So you guys are engineers. Y ellas son profesoras. So the same thing. We had ellas here. And I gave you profesoras and son. So you know that it's son. So we can say, okay, it's probably ellas or ellos. But then because it ends in us, in an a, you know it's feminine. And for girls, it's ellas, okay? So ellas son profesoras. Bueno, all right. If you would like more practice, you should definitely go and check out the rest of my channel as I have more in-depth lessons on pronouns, on the verb, on el verbo ser, on occupations. I have a lot more in detail lessons down below. So go check my channel. If you like this, please give us some thumbs up. And for your homework, I want you to let me know in the comments below. ¿Quién eres? Who are you? So let me know what you do for work, where you're from, and I'll be super happy to get to know you guys a bit better. Y bueno, adiós todos. Ciao.